I'm a divorced father, but I didn't stop fathering.
Right.
One custody of my kids, and I never stopped fathering. By myself, working at CBS and working at the NFL Network, never stopped fathering. So I've been there the whole time. So no matter what life presents you, don't stop doing what you've been called to do. Never stop fathering. I built my life around my kids.
Yeah.
The moves I made was based on my babies, not me. They was based on what was good for them. So I take pride in that.
Is being a father a job, or is being a father a role? We're going to explore both aspects of those terminologies, and we're going to get deep into it. I mean, if you guys know me, I'm a very deep person. I'm a very deep thinker. And I like to analyze certain aspects of, certain phrases and words. That's what we're going to be talking about on today's video. Fatherhood being a job or a role. All right, let's just break down what a job is. A job is something that you acquire. A job is something that you go to probably every day, and you may like it, you may not like it. You clock in, you clock out. Someone is telling you what to do. You have a boss. You're doing a specific thing for a specific thing, right? Some of that does sound like fatherhood, right? But I look at it a little different. I believe fatherhood is a role. See, let's just talk about the theater, right? Let's just bring the theater into this conversation. When you have a certain responsibility in that role, you have to get it right. If you don't get it right, they're going to get somebody else. The thing is, being a father is a role. See, in the theater, you have to learn your lines. You have to recite your lines. You have to play off of someone else. They say their lines, you got to come back right with it. And you got to be in the moment. Have you guys ever heard of, an actor saying, I have to be the person? I watch wrestling, right? And on WWE, you have characters like Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? You guys like Stone Cold. Come on, man. 316, baby, 316. But Stone Cold said something a long time ago on his podcast. He said, I had to be me because they had him in another role. They had him as another character. And he was the ringmaster. And he said, that wasn't me. I had to internalize what this character is, and it is me. Stone Cold Steve Austin turned up a notch, and he had to really become that. When he walked out on that ramp, he had to really become Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's what fatherhood is, people. When you find out that you're going to be a father, you have to literally take on a role. You're not that person anymore where, all you have to do is worry about yourself. You're not that person anymore. All of your selfishness has to transfer to this young girl or young boy. And you have to have that face. Even when you don't even have the answers, when your child comes to you, you have to be you. You have to play that role. Because if they see you crumble, if they see you worried, guess what's going to happen? They're going to be worried. They're going to crumble. So you always have to have that face. You always have to be on point. You always have to have a certain mystique about yourself and attitude about yourself, where your child is looking at you for answers and you don't have them. You don't have them, baby. But your role is to let this little person know, even if you don't have the answers, you're going to work with them to get the answers. But you always look confident. You always have to be on point. And that is what being a father is. That is fatherhood. You see, it's a way of life. It's not something that you just clock in. It's not something that you just go away from for 8 hours. No, you're a father every time your children call you. You're a father every time your children ask a question. You're a father every time you go pick up your child from school. You're a father every time you're asleep and they jump on you and you're tired. You're a father. You have to jump into that role just like Stone Cold Steve Austin coming through those curtains and have to be Stone Cold Steve Austin, but not a character, but a person just turned up 100 notches. And you have to be that as a man. You have to be that as a father. Sometimes I look at my children and I'm like, wow, I don't believe that this came out of me. You know, I have 2 biological children and I have a stepchild. And even my stepchild, man, she is me. I met her at 3 years old, 3. And I raised this little girl. She's 20 years old now, about to be 21 in a month. And I just see me all through her. So it ain't about if the child is yours biologically. Thing is, I have to play that role, especially to her, because she didn't have a father in her life like that. She knows her father, but she knows me as the best dad ever. That's what she knows, you know? You have to be the person for your children, no matter what. That is why being a father isn't a job to me. Maybe it is to you. And you can go down in the comment section and, voice your opinion on this. This is a safe space, people. Just because I say something, you can definitely convince me otherwise. That's what we're here for. This is a platform where fathers can come and give advice about fatherhood and the complexities of this thing we call fatherhood. But to me, it's a role, and I am a role model to my children. When someone says you're babysitting your children today, no, I'm not babysitting my children. My children are just with me. These are my children. These are little me's, mini me's, as they say. But that's how I look at this situation. You guys go down in the comment section. Like I said, tell me what you think. Is fatherhood a role or a job? I don't like the word job. It just makes it seem as if this is something I have to do because I need to make money. No, a role is something that you step into. Stepfather, real father, whatever. If you take on that role, make sure that you're doing the best that you can do with that situation. Come on, baby. We are the best dads ever. And that's why I decided to jump into this topic. Let's go. Y'all go down in the comment section. Tell me what you think, man. I need to be convinced that fatherhood is a job instead of a role. That's all I got. Y'all go down in the comment section. Please make sure that you hit that like button, hit subscribe so you can get these videos on a weekly basis. And like I said, man, this is a platform. This is a safe platform for us as fathers to congregate and give advice because you are the best dad ever. And always remember, take your responsibilities very seriously and love your children. I'm out. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Y'all be safe too.